My name is Greg Vanden Berge, and I am the author of 501 Contractor Tips. I'm actually going to try and make a video for every single tip in here for anyone who realistically doesn't have the money to buy the book. And I believe the book right now is selling for $29, $29.99. It's under $30. If you think about it, that isn't a lot of money to spend. All you need to do is get a couple of valuable tips out of this book, and it could be well worth the price you paid for it. Now, I would like to go over the table of contents since this is the first video. There's information in here for people starting their own business. If you're interested in making more money, and again, this is the table of contents I'm going through. Staying in business. You can't believe how many contractors don't make it in the construction business. This is going to be a very important chapter for anyone who is in business right now and thinking about they're having a difficult time. And again, this is actually why I wrote the book, to help those people out who are having a difficult time in the construction business. Trust me, I had some tough times in this business. Developing better social skills, that's very important. Personal development, big time. I've read a lot of books on self-help to get me where I am today, and you might have to also. Now, you could just have one little hitch, one little problem, and you solve that one little problem, and the sky is the limit. I have seen that more than once in business in general, not just in the construction business. Screening clients and homeowners, very important. If you are not screening your clients right now, and this would be getting rid of the losers, the people who just want you to come over to their house and give you a free estimate and maybe just want someone to talk to. And I know that sounds harsh, but realistically, you're in business to make money, and you will not be able to make as much money if you cannot screen your clients. Hiring employees. If you're going to hire employees, this could be a beneficial chapter for you. Banking and accounting, another biggie. Finding the right bank. The worst thing I could possibly think of was going to my bank and telling me that the funds wouldn't be available. Unacceptable. If you got the right bank and you're doing business the right way, you shouldn't have problems with your banking. Office and workplace, another one. Insurance, bonds, and licensing. There's another one. Taxes, a biggie. I don't know how many contractors I've met who have a problem paying their taxes. Either they have a problem paying them on time, or they don't pay it at all. And here's one of the biggest problems. You know, you get a check for $25,000 and you think it's your money. And I got some bad news. You've got to give Uncle Sam, you've got to give the state you live in, whoever, their cut. And don't think that all that money is yours because it isn't. And that's a biggie. And you would think that that one would be easy to understand, but it isn't. Taxes, I just went over. Job estimating, another biggie. Someone told me one time that you could make more money with your pencil than you ever will be able to with your tools. And that man was extremely successful, one of the most successful contractors I ever met. And I would be willing to bet he is still in business today, making a lot of money. Selling the job. There's a lot more than just estimating or meeting the client. Selling the job is learning how to sell a job is very important for any business, and in the construction business, that again is a biggie. Pricing strategies, another biggie. You could actually price yourself out of the market, or as they say in the construction business, you could be leaving too much on the table and actually selling yourself short. So if you'd like to make a little more money, this could be the chapter that could benefit you a lot. Construction contracts, another thing. You know, I don't know how many times I've seen contractors, they won't even read the contract. They just sign it and end up getting taken advantage of later. And that's not a good thing. Or putting something in your contracts that shouldn't be in there. Building plans, another biggie. If you don't know how to read blueprints, you're probably not going to be a successful contractor if that's required for your business. If you're a plumber who's just cleaning out drains or an electrician who's just doing repairs, you obviously will have no need for building blueprint skills, or you won't even need to improve it. This chapter won't even apply to you. But for those who will, then again, like I said, all you need is one thing out of this book, and it realistically could change your life. And again, I'm not making this stuff up. If I had a book like this when I started out in the business, it would have saved me a lot of grief and a lot of headaches. Even if I would have had this book 15 years ago, halfway through my career as a contractor, it would have saved me a lot of grief. Building and planning department, another biggie. Now I see I'm at 6 minutes on this video. I'm going to go through this a little faster because I don't want to have this thing be a 4-hour video. Architects and engineers, developing good job site skills, another biggie. Construction safety, a definite biggie unless you're planning on paying extraordinary large sums every year to your liability insurance company. Billing your clients and collecting your money, another important chapter in this book. Building contract requirements. Building contract requirements. Contractors beware. Of course, this is a biggie in here, and I also have a homeowners beware, I believe, in here too. Contractor tips, red flags to all contractors, and red flags to all homeowners. And this would basically provide you with things that you shouldn't do and things that you should do, so that your customers and your clients aren't leery of you. You know, there were times where I've worked, I would be bidding a job, and the clients, you can just tell there's something wrong. And when it comes right down to it, they had just been taken advantage of or screwed by their last contractor, and they're leery. You might need to jump through some hoops to get this particular job. Or, again, a red flag to a contractor on things that you should know to let this go, because it's hard to read people. Some people aren't really going to be telling the truth all the time, and they might be putting on an act, and they never were taken advantage of by another contractor. They're just prepping you to see if they can take advantage of you. And again, these are all tips that are extremely important for contractors to know about, to avoid getting caught or sucked into someone else's crap or their story. Advertising and marketing, another biggie. Got to figure out how to get your jobs. Creating a website. If you don't have a website, you better get one. Dealing with problems. Dealing with other contractors. Working with real estate professionals. Setting up appointments. Things clients are looking for. Investing your profits. Making money on your money. That is a must. And of course, it has a recommended reading list in here. Now, the book is... looks like it's 124 pages, 125 pages, and I highly recommend it. It is well worth. I would even suggest to be double the amount of this money. This book right here was $100. It would probably still sell just as good as it sells for under $30.